Welcome to Seed Wednesday, everyone. So today's Seed Wednesday is I Still Got It. So I was just riding down the road earlier today, and um, it was mainly in silence the entire time, right? So I was in my feelings about some stuff, anyways. But it was almost like I wanted to say a prayer, but I didn't have any words. I didn't have no words to say. um as I began to talk to God, and he was like, you still can, you still can wave your hands, you still can, you don't have, just because you don't have the words to say to pray unto me doesn't mean that you still can't worship, doesn't mean that you can't, your praise can't go forth. And I was like, yeah, my praise does not have to be muted because I don't have a prayer to pray. Because at the time I was so upset and in my feelings, I really didn't. I wanted to pray, but then I was too angry and I really didn't want to pray, or I just couldn't find the words to pray unto God. And God was just like, well, why? I mean, you don't have to be muted just because you don't have the words to say. That doesn't mean you have to be muted. You can still worship. You can still honor me. You can still praise. You can still. And I was like riding down the road, and I began to lift my eyes towards heaven, and I just began to worship. Um, and I'm just so grateful that I still got it. And I just want to come on here and say, if you're ever, because this wasn't the first time that I haven't been able to pray before. I've been through this many of times, right? So if you're ever if there's ever a moment that you have where you feel like you can't pray, or you feel like you can't gather the words to pray, or if you don't have a prayer to pray, it's okay. Just know where your help comes from and begin to worship God. Begin to just give him praise just because of who he is. And it was okay. My blood pressure went down. I was no longer angry. I'm good. And I was in a better place. So, yeah, just remember you still got it. Even if you don't have the words to say, don't allow the enemy to trick you up to think that you have to be muted or you have to stay muted, because you don't. You can still give God what is due unto him, even if you don't even have a prayer to pray. You can still give God at that moment what is due to him, which is praise. And sometimes you may feel like, I don't even have a praise. I don't even have it in me to praise. You can even wave your hand. You can even lift your eyes to him. And even with your tears, even with your submissive heart, and your submissive mind and will, there's lots of ways that we can honor God, and give him what is due unto him. So yeah, that's what I got for Seed Wednesday today, guys. You still got it. I still got it. And I realized that while I was riding down the road today, and I began to give God praise just because of who he is. And he took care of me. So in the same way he took care of me, he'll take care of you too. I love y'all. That's what I got for Seed Wednesday today, guys. Until we meet again, y'all take care. Don't forget to like, share, follow, and subscribe to Voices of Substance on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. I love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day.